YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite informational, instructional, and conversational type of content. Today we got another list for you guys. Not a top 10. It's a little bit different. It's kind of like a top 10, but a little bit different. We're going to talk about the best legendary skins in all of Fortnite. We're going to rank them from worst to best. But before we get into that, guys, I want to remind you of course, as always, we are running a giveaway on this channel every single month to the most active people on the channel. We're going to get some free V-Bucks every single month. So the way you be active is make sure you subscribe, make sure you're liking all the videos, make sure you got notifications turned on, make sure you're commenting down below, talking to other people, engaging in conversation. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Just the more often I recognize you, the more likely you are to win some V-Bucks. Good luck, guys, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So I wanted to talk today about, the big legendary skins, the ones that cost 2,000 V-Bucks. Sometimes you buy them and sometimes you're like, man, I'm not sure I really wanted to get that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go through the ranking of the worst all the way to the best legendary skins. Now, I know a lot of people might read through this or see this and say, I don't really agree with your list. I understand that. This is just my list. Of course, let me know below in the comment section where you agree or disagree with me. I'm sure there's going to be at least a few places where you disagree with me and probably a few places where you agree with me. You may or may not know, but there are 23 different legendary skins in Fortnite Battle Royale as of right now. And I'm going to go ahead and rank them from worst to best, like I said, starting with the verse number 23, the Battle Hound. This guy might actually go down as one of my least favorite skins of all. Personally, I think a lot of you might rank him a little bit higher on your list. But in my opinion, his helmet is what ruins it for me. It's just weird. It makes him look weird. I've never liked it. I've talked about it. I actually did rate him as one of my top 5, I think, worst skins in Fortnite in a previous video. I mean, he does have a really cool cape. Don't get me wrong. It was one of the first capes that they added to Fortnite, but it's not even considered a back bling, so you can't even equip it to anything else. So it was really just a waste. For all those reasons, Battle Hound comes in at number 23. Coming in at number 22 is the Emer Man. Wow. This guy's just terrible. It's horrendous. I'm pretty sure everybody feels the same way as me because I almost never see them on the battlefield. I don't know who bought him, but it wasn't a lot of people. I almost never see him. Even when he first came out, you barely saw him. I just don't like it. There's enough said. Emer Man comes in at number 22. Coming in at number 21, we have the Criterion Isis. Was one of the ones that was trying to be like the superheroes in Season 4. It just looked like nobody put any thought into it. And the back bling is terrible. I just think, all in all, the colors are bad. The whatever features they gave this character are bad. I don't care for it. And a season where there are so many other good superhero skins that you could get, this one was just bad. So Criterion comes in at number 21. Coming in at number 20, we have the Fly Trap. This again was coming in late in Season 4. It's just ugly, man. It's just bleh. It's nothing. It's like an uglier tomato head. It's just bad. The little spikes are bad on his head, and it's just not for me. I didn't care for him. I just thought it was a really bad skin, and he definitely very low on my list. Coming in at number 19, we have the Stalker. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't even know this guy ever even actually came out. I remember when he leaked, and I certainly didn't know that he was a legendary. If you bought this guy, let me know. I'm sorry. I think you got kind of hosed. I don't think he was worth it. It just nothing special about this character. I haven't even seen him much, so for me to say anything more than that, I can't, because it's just there. But Stalker comes in at number 19. Coming in at number 18, we have the Leviathan. Yeah, there was a lot of hype around this character when they first leaked him. Everyone was thinking it was really cool. It was a fish in a bowl controlling a person's body, and it's like, no. It's just no. For me, it's just a pass on this one. It just looks dumb. The astronaut costume looks cool, and the helmet is obviously cool. It's an astronaut helmet, but the fish thing, it's weird. And can I ask you a question? How does he drink shields? How does he put that up to his mouth and drink it? Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know it's not supposed to make sense. This one's a little bit odd. It's just when when they're like, well, let's just put a skin in the game. We're not even gonna think about how it interacts with everything else. But Leviathan for me is definitely number 18. Coming in at number 17, we have Crackshot. Now, this one may surprise some people. He's really old. He's kind of an OG skin. One of the first legendary skins in the item shop. He was looking really cool. When he first leaked, when he first came out, and we first saw images, we were like, dude, a creepy nutcracker? Like, how cool is that? Like, Fortnite really outdid itself when they came out with the Crackshot. However, the more you played with him, it just got annoying. His head model was odd. It would always get in my way when I was trying to play with him. And then, of course, there's potential hitbox issues. I did a video with this on this subject about broken hitboxes, and I took a look at him specifically, and it turns out that the hitbox is not entirely on his whole helmet. So unfortunately, that helmet is just like a flag for people to know where you are. I just don't like it. And unfortunately, he fell low on my list. I wish I could sell this one back for sure. When they first came out with the refund system, I said, I'm getting back Crackshot 100%. Except that then they made it for only the things you bought in the last 30 days. But Crackshot nonetheless comes in at number 18. Coming in at number 17, we have the Dark Vanguard. This one, to me, why would I spend 2,000 V-Bucks when I could get the Dark Voyager in my Battle Pass for free, or, you know, part of the Battle Pass? I just don't see the purpose of buying a Dark Vanguard character when it looks so much like the Dark Voyager. It's just a little bit of an orangey costume, and it's a female character, but whatever, who cares? It's not worth spending 2,000 V-Bucks for it, and that's simple as that. And the back bling was just bleh. Nothing special. But the Dark Vanguard comes in at number 16. Coming in at number 15, we have the Wukong. Now this one, I'm going to say, should have been lower on my list. I think most of you would have ranked him lower on your list. When I got him, I played with him and I won a bunch of games with him. I just had really good games with him. I don't know what it was. Nothing I can say other than I had fun playing with him. That's really what it comes down to. Looks wise, I think he can rank lower on the list, but from a fun level that I had playing with him, I could say he ranks pretty high, although his back bling is pretty rough, I'm going to say. I think this is one character whose back bling I never used just because the 4 flags were dumb. They don't go on any other character. It's whatever. The Wukong is number 15. Coming in at number 14, guys, we have the Oblivion. Now, personally, I would have ranked this character a little bit higher just because I think it looks really cool. She looks like a female Omega character. I wish they could have made it so you could have upgraded her just like you do Omega, but for some reason, Oblivion wasn't all that popular. Maybe for the same reason I didn't like Dark Vanguard, that people were just like, I could get an Omega. But Oblivion's character model and the Omega character model is so much different in size. Unlike the Vanguard and the Dark Voyager, they were about the same size. But in this case, there's quite a big size difference. So I just thought she looked cool. And I thought she should have been higher, but I ranked her lower just because I recognize that most people didn't really care for her. Coming in at number 14, we have Fate. Fate looks awesome. I'm not going to lie. She looks pretty cool. And now we're starting to get to the point of the list where things are starting to look better. The skins are looking better. I have less negative things to say. I just had to rank them where I had to rank them because there are such good skins out there. I just don't think there's anything crazy about her that requires her to be a legendary. Maybe just a rare, or I'm not a rare. You could put her as an epic. That would be fine. But a legendary, I think that's the legendary you have to leave reserved to like those skins that really generate hype. And Fate, I don't think generated enough hype. So Fate for me comes in at number 14. Coming in at number 13, we have Magnus. Now Magnus is actually pretty cool. If Magnus would have released earlier in this season or earlier in the game, I think he would have ranked a lot higher. There would have been more hype for him. But here's the problem. Lately, it seems like people aren't getting as hyped about skins. And more importantly, they released him basically right at the launch of Season 5, which is the worst time to release a skin that you want to hype because everybody's worked. You know, they're hyped on the new season. They're trying to get challenges. They're trying to do things. They're trying to figure out things with the map being changed. They're not really in a lull yet for you to introduce a Magnus and then everybody get hyped over. So he kind of got a rough, he didn't really get the luck of the draw when it came to his release. So that's why he ranks a little bit lower. But Magnus for me comes in at number 12. Coming in at number 11, we have the Vertex. Now, I think this is another one where I rank him a little higher than most people would rank him. For me, it looks like a retro Iron Man, and I just think the whole character looks good. I didn't really care for it. I think he came with a pickaxe. I don't think that one looked all that cool, but I got him and the glider. I thought the glider was really cool. His back bling was pretty cool, but for me, Vertex was good. I didn't even pick him up when he first launched. I actually picked him up on the re-release, and for me, I was like, wow, this guy looks really cool. So for me, Vertex comes in at number 11. Coming in at number 10, guys, this is where it starts to get really hard for me to start listing these things out, but the Cuddle team leader, it's just a super cool character skin. She looked really awesome in the marketing material when they were having these pictures, which you'll see on the screen. The way they did her fur, I thought was really cool and unique. That was something we hadn't seen yet. And of course, her back bling is really, really good. It's a really great back bling that's used a lot for a lot of female characters, and just a lot of times people want to troll, throw them on the back of Omega or something like that. But that little bow tie is a nice back bling touch. And this is where things start to really differentiate the skins, is how good their back blings are, because that's a really make or break thing. Because yes, you can use a skin, but then you get bored of it. But that back bling is really where you get your money's worth when it comes to these skins when you buy them, because you can start using them on other things, and that's where you can start getting creative. But certainly the Cuddle team leader has one of the better back blings for that purpose. For that reason, she's coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Power Chord guys. Now, this one's a pretty old skin. Not a lot of people use her anymore, but they do still use her back bling. Again, like I say, the back blings are what makes these skins really, really pop. She has that pink guitar. It's really awesome. And for, you know, this, I think this skin released right when they did the rock guitar emote thing. So it was kind of a cool little theme together. So this one's pretty cool. It's pretty rare, pretty OG. For that reason, I ranked her at number 9. Coming in at number 8, guys, we have the Omen. Now, this guy's pretty cool, just his look. He's nothing too crazy because we've already seen, by the time he came out, we already had Raven, we already had the Omega, we already had, you know, the Dark Knight, the Dark Voyage, all these kind of gloomy characters. But this guy's back bling really nails it. If it wasn't for his back bling, he'd probably be down around 14, 15. But that cape, the way it flows in the wind, and the way it works with all these other characters, throw Omen's back bling on Omega, and whoa, that looks cool. It's for that reason, guys, that Omen, for me, comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the Red Knight. Yes, the Red Knight, the OG, the first legendary skin in the item shop from all the way back to December 2017. Unfortunately, they caved and brought her back. I'm on the school of thought that you have certain skins just to allow people to have their kind of badge of honor to say, you know, we bought into this game when it first came out. We believed in it. We have these skins. We should be recognized as people that kind of were quote-unquote founders of Fortnite Battle Royale, if you want to call it that. Either way, whatever, Red Knight got brought back. A lot of people bought her, which was cool because you got a chance to buy her with back bling. And she does have pretty good back bling with that red shield, and people can use it on other skins as well. And in general, she just looks cool. I think it's a really great skin. For me, she comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, guys. Now, this is where I start differentiating between what I care about and what I think you guys care about. So I'm listing these partially to do with what I think and also what I think you guys would agree with. For me, number 6 that I ranked was Triceratops. Now, I don't even own this skin, but I know it's a fan favorite. A lot of people use her. A lot of people enjoyed buying her. A lot of people wanted to have her. Her back bling is really cool with the little baby dinosaur in her backpack. It's fun. It's unique. But you know what's kind of weird about this one? For some odd reason, this one developed into some kind of a sweaty skin for some reason. I don't know why sweaty players like to use Triceratops. They just do. But Triceratops is definitely a favorite for everybody, so she comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have the killer of the item shop, Raven. Yes, Raven was the hype beast of all skins. All-time high hype levels for this skin. Raven owns that category 100%. If you were to rank the most hyped skin ever, it's 100% Raven. He was just super hyped when he first leaked his images. Everybody freaked out because they'd never seen something that cool, that ominous, that just crazy, and they couldn't wait to get their hands on it. So far to the point where once they actually released him, the item shop broke. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but everybody was trying to buy V-Bucks all at once, and the entire system crashed, and nobody could buy V-Bucks, and nobody could buy Raven. And when you got into finally got into a lobby, it was like 50% Raven. It's crazy. It's for that reason. I don't have actual statistics to prove this, but other than seeing it out on the battlefield, I would say this is the most purchased legendary skin out of all the skins that were ever released. 100%. That would be I would put my money on that. Now, I'm sure somebody could back that up with some actual evidence, but just based on what you see out on the battlefield, this guy's probably the most popular, most purchased. Coming in at number 4, we have the Love Ranger. I wonder what you're thinking. You know, how could Love Ranger rank higher than Raven? And I kind of understand, but he's an awesome concept. He's half man, half stone, right? Like, that's crazy. He's got these crazy glowing eyes. And you got to remember, this came out before. He was kind of one of the trendsetters of this topic. Like, before this, they were all human characters. And when this character and the Cuddle team leader released, it was the first time we had non-human characters that released. Well, except for Crackshot. But this guy too. But you saw the crazy eyes, the stone body, and then of course, the back bling. That's, I'm not gonna lie, that's really what puts him way up on the list. His back bling has to be the most popular of all back blings. If you know, it's one of, if not the most popular of all back blings. The wings go with almost everything. Hopefully you pick this guy up. If he ever comes back, make sure you buy him because those wings are awesome. You can use them on any skin and it looks great. That alone puts him all the way up for me at number 4. Coming in at number 3, guys, we have the Raptor. Now, for me, the Raptor's up here because he's an OG. He's one of the first legendary items in the item shop. He was also the first with a back bling before there was even back blings as a thing. In fact, I remember reading articles about Raptor where they talked about doing something different with the back bling. They didn't even call it back bling back then. They said, you know, we didn't ever have backpacks on characters. Now we do with this guy. We wanted to see how people would react to it. And people reacted positively, and Raptor's the reason we now have back blings, 100%. That's a fact. So not only is he super important to the franchise, or to the game, it's not a franchise yet, but He's just really OG. He's really cool. He's just nothing wrong with the guy. It looks really cool. His character looks really awesome. The colors, the jacket, everything looks great. Raptor's a fantastic skin. If he ever comes back, you should pick him up. Coming in at number 2, we have one of the newer skins, made it all the way to the top, coming in late into the entry and taking almost the crown. We have Chomp Senior. Yes, Chomp Senior. I mean, you guys are probably expecting him to be at the top just because people were really hyped about him, because they love Chomp Jr. I did the video for top 10 pickaxes. Chomp Jr. was one of the most favorite pickaxes for everybody. I think they were really disappointed that I didn't end up including him in the list. However, once you factor Chomp Jr., now you have Chomp Senior, and you have the Chomp Glider. I don't think that's the real name, but the glider's really cool. It's like Laser Chomp or something like that. The whole set looks really awesome. And of course, Chomp Senior has a shark fin for back bling. How great is that? That also goes with everything. So for me, even though I don't even have him yet, Chomp Senior is a really cool skin for me. He comes in at number 2. Coming in at number 1, guys, you probably figured it out because you haven't seen him so far. Rex. Rex comes in at number 1. I don't own him because I don't really care for it. This is one where I picked him because I feel like this is the one that everybody would agree on is the number 1 skin of all time for legendary skins. He's a fan favorite. He's got cool back bling. He's fun. He's unique. He's got his own emote with the rawr skin, you know, the rawr dance. Basically designed for Rex. It looks cool when Rex does it. He's a guy dressed up as a dinosaur. Like, how much more fun can you get, right? It's just a cool thing that they did. I thought it was really cool when they brought Rex into the fold, and I think everybody else would agree that this is probably the best item in the legendary skin category. But as always, of course, I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section down below. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go right? It's really important that you guys tell me, because this all has to do with what you guys think as much as what I think. But hopefully you did enjoy this video, because if you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, those links are down in the description below. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and may you never die to a bush. Peace.